Subscribe so you don't miss our new videos, and we'll explore the world of spirituality together. Hello everyone, welcome back to our journey exploring our inner world and the mysterious universe. Today, we're diving into more advanced content. If you're just joining us now, it might be a bit difficult to follow. I recommend you go back and listen to the previous episodes. We have a playlist for you called EP1 Starter Higher Self, so you can understand the world of spirituality first. This will help you stay on the right path and be mindful, avoiding traps and the risk of a mind shatter, because the truth is, if we connect without proper guidance, we are the ones who will spiral down into confusion. This world is a mass hypnosis. Today, I'm going to introduce a shocking new topic. Do you believe that this world is a mass hypnosis? The world as we know it today operates in a human cycle through mass hypnosis. From the moment we are born until we are adults, we are taught to live within a system. While having a system is good, the problem is that the systems humans create on this planet don't work for everyone. For a simple example, look at the legal system. While the whole world knows that everyone should be under the law, the truth is, it's not like that at all. Why? The self-downgrading of humanity and a missing historical mystery. This has been happening for thousands of years. We as humans have downgraded ourselves to have a mindset on the same level as undeveloped animals. But this is only possible because our consciousness, which has been through so much more than the level of animals that lack mindfulness, is what makes us different from other species on this planet. And a more surprising truth is that while we might know that humans evolved from single-celled organisms and kept evolving until we became the Homo sapiens species, do you believe that we are not entirely a species that originated on Earth? There is a mystery from 12,000 to 5,000 years ago where history was erased, or some periods of time vanished without a trace. The question is, why? When money is a tool for domination. From a time when humans had everything they needed and didn't have to compete with anyone, the system changed, and the concept of money was born. The purpose was for a certain consciousness that wanted to dominate all power on Earth. And so the money system was created, spreading this idea, building their system, and advertising to convince people to believe what they were told. They used psychology to create a sense of urgency to make people want things desperately. We are stimulated from the outside with desires and ambitions flowing with the current of the era of the material world until we forget that we have our higher self with us all the time. But we never turn to look at it because our minds are attached to the third dimension or the external world. Status, fame, possessions, the modern traps. Status, fame, and possessions are major traps in this era. True spiritual practice requires us to move beyond these things. But the problem is, everyone tunes their energy differently. This makes it a path each person must find for themselves. There is no one-size-fits-all solution because overcoming these traps requires working with the unique inner mind of each individual. The system that shapes us from youth to the present. We have been taught and have seen the system since we were young. What has shaped us? Toddlerhood, toddling. When we were with our mothers and beginning to remember, we were shaped by the family institution. It depends on what kind of consciousness each family is, but what we definitely saw as children was a life with growth, many new things to discover, and what seemed like small rules. Elementary school, beginning to understand. As we grew up and started elementary school, we began to understand, see, and encounter different events. We started to feel the advertisements on TV and Facebook, and we began to know that life requires money. School age, choosing a path. As we got a bit older, in high school, we started to realize that money doesn't just appear out of nowhere. You have to do something to earn it. This is when each person starts to choose what their mind or their frequency clings to. University age, becoming ourselves. As we grow up further in university, we fully become ourselves. We start to see our own abilities and thinking. The cycle of hypnosis, losing our lifetime. But what keeps us stuck in this same old cycle is the idea that our lives must be about making money to get something that has been implanted in our minds through hypnosis since childhood. Humans have been deceived for a long time into wasting so much time on earning a living that we have no time left to think about spiritual development, which is the key to much greater results. In reality, our lives should be focused on spiritual development, but we are trapped by the power of others. Our minds have been so hypnotized that they have fused into a single thought with the mindset of the people who created this rule without any questioning. This makes us unable to see a way out and keeps us circling in the created trap. Have you ever felt yourself stuck in these cycles? And what do you think is a way for us to move beyond these traps? This world is a mass hypnosis, a distortion of mind connection. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our journey exploring our inner world and the mysterious universe. If you're just tuning in, you might feel that our content is getting to the next level of intensity. I recommend you go back and listen to the EP1 Starter Higher Self playlist first to build a foundation of understanding in the spiritual world, and most importantly, to avoid traps and reduce the risk of your mind shattering. The shocking truth is, if we connect with external dimensions carelessly and incorrectly, we are the ones who will be pulled down into a spiral of a confused mind. Today, I will reveal a truth that may change your perspective forever. Do you believe that this world is a mass hypnosis? The world we live in since the day we were born has been driven by a human cycle through mass hypnosis. We are shaped to fit into a system that has been created. While a system has its benefits, there is a major problem hidden within it. The system that humans had created on this planet doesn't work for everyone. Just look at the legal system, for example. The entire world knows that everyone should be under the law, but in reality, that's not the case at all. Why? The downgrading of consciousness, a mystery hidden by history. This has been happening for thousands of years. We, as humans, have downgrading ourselves to a level of thinking that is almost no different from animals that have not yet undergone spiritual development. But one thing that makes us completely different from all other living creatures on this planet is our consciousness, which has gone through a vast amount of experience far beyond the level of an animal's mind that lack mindfulness, is what makes us superior to every species. And even more surprisingly, while we might be familiar with the theory that humans evolved from single-celled organisms to become Homo sapiens as we are today, do you believe that we are not entirely a species that originated on Earth? There is a mysterious period between 12,000 to 5,000 years ago where our history seems to have been erased, or some periods of time are missing without a trace. The crucial question is, why? Why has this important information been covered up? When money is a tool for domination. From a time when humans had everything in abundance and didn't have to compete, the world changed to a new system, and the concept of money was born on this planet. This was the plan of a certain consciousness that wanted to possess absolute power over the world. The money system was created in a subtle way, and this idea was spread, creating a complex system to control humanity. Constant advertising was used to make people believe what they were told, and they used psychology to create a sense of urgency that made us desperately want things. We are ceaselessly stimulated by external things. The desire to have and to possess, the ambition, make us flow with the current of the era of the material world without looking around. We have sadly forgotten that we actually have our higher self, or our higher being, right beside us all the time. But we never even turn to look at it or listen to its guidance. Why? Because our minds are hypnoticized, bound, and pulled to focus solely on the third dimension, or the external world. Status, fame, possessions, a personal path to overcoming traps. In this modern era, status, fame, and possessions are no longer just goals. They are a huge trap that binds us. True spiritual practice, therefore, means that we must transcend these things. But the challenge is that everyone tunes their energy differently. This makes it a personal path that each person must find for themselves. There is no shortcuts, no ready-made manuals, because to break free from these traps requires deep work on each individual's unique inner mind. The cycle of hypnosis, the loss of time and power. We have been shaped by this system since we can remember, up to this very second. Look back. Childhood. From our first steps in our family's embrace, we began to absorb small systems, seeing growth and the many things to discover. Elementary school. Entering school, we started to understand the external world, seeing advertisements on TV and Facebook, and realizing that life requires money. School age, high school to university. The older we get, the more we realize that money doesn't just come for free. We have to exchange something for it. This is the period when our minds start to choose the frequency they hold on to. And when we enter university, we become fully ourselves, beginning to see our own abilities and thinking. The cycle of hypnosis, loss of time and power. But what keeps us stuck in the same old cycle is the idea that our lives must be about making money to get something that has been implanted in our minds through hypnosis since childhood. Humans have been deceived for a long time into wasting so much time on earning a living that we have no time left to think about spiritual development, which is the key to much greater results. In reality, our lives should be focused on spiritual development, but we are trapped by the power of others. Our minds have been so hypnotized that they have fused into a single thought with the creators of this rule without any questioning. This makes us unable to see a way out and keeps us circling in the created trap. Have you ever felt yourself stuck in these cycles? And what do you think is a way for us to move beyond these traps? Subscribe so you don't miss our new videos, and we'll explore the world of spirituality together. Hello everyone! Welcome back to our journey exploring our inner world and the mysterious universe. In the last episode, we talked about how to check and practice our minds to receive positive energy. Today, we're going to focus on something many people might see as just a legend, but which actually has a deep connection to our minds. Legends of ghosts, demons, and gods, interdimensional beings that communicate with us. We often understand the ancient words that speak of ghosts, demons, gods, angels, hungry spirits, monsters, devils, or many other things around us as invisible, solid beings that bother us, right? But in reality, those beings from other dimensions don't communicate with us in the way we think. They communicate through telepathy, meaning they come as our thoughts. It's them sending a frequency wave directly into our minds. When greed takes over, the realm of the hungry ghost within us. Let's take a simple example. Let's say you are extremely hungry for money. So hungry for money that you want it, but you don't have any, and you don't have an honest way to get it. You will start to choose to do sinful things. Negative thoughts might pop into your head like, I want money through this method or that method. That right there is you being in the realm of the hungry ghost. Greed, wanting things, wanting to eat, wanting to have, wanting to be everything, these are the things that nourish the realm of the hungry ghost within us. Multidimensional experiences fused into our nature. Do you believe that every person has been through them all? Many realms, many dimensions, whether it's the realm of hungry ghosts, gods, angels, or various animals. Everything depends on what spiritual essence has been through what. And in the present moment, those experiences that our spiritual essence has gone through in the past will slowly fuse into our habits without us knowing. It will stick as our very nature. It makes us who we are and determines our behavior. Sometimes we can even compare our habits today to the experiences our consciousness has faced in a certain dimension or realm before. Understanding this will help us realize that who we are today isn't just a result of our current life's experiences, but a culmination of our spirit's journey through countless dimensions and realms. So, what about you? What kind of realm do you think has influenced your habits the most today? Hell and heaven, not just after death. Most people understand that hell and heaven are places we go after we die, or when we are no longer human, right? And whether we go to hell or heaven depends on our actions, according to different religions. But in reality, it's not just that. Hell and heaven exist within us all the time. It's like the negative pole and the positive pole. They are big poles that describe the overall state of mind we are in. Experiencing hell and heaven in every moment. Think about it. When we think about negative things, darkness, vengeance, or feelings that sink us down, that is us being at a low point. It's as if we are in hell. On the other hand, when our minds are full of happiness, compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, that is the state of heaven that exists within us. We are in hell, in heaven, or in any state all the time. If we can feel it, we will know everything. We will start to understand which god or demon is communicating with us. The frequency and the thoughts we receive, sometimes we might even seem delusional. Sometimes we might even look crazy in the eyes of others because they don't understand what we are perceiving. Crazy or not crazy, it's measured by consciousness and living life. But as I said, insanity can be checked. I'll give you a simple idea to check if we are crazy or not. If we are still living our lives and can walk normally, we can still make a living. We have responsibilities and things we need to do when we wake up that make our lives move forward. If we can still stand on our own with consciousness, work, earn a living, and live in the present, then we are not crazy. When the mind opens, a changed view of the world. But there is often a misunderstanding between people who have opened their minds, people who have started to connect with their higher self. These people will feel like they are not entirely on this planet. It will be like we are in another world, and we see this world differently. We will see the connection of all things, see the energy behind various actions, and understand the complex dimensions of reality more clearly, which is an experience that people who have not opened their minds might not be able to access, and they might misunderstand us as being crazy. So, what about you? Have you ever felt the state of hell or heaven that exists in your mind? And what do you think it's like to see the world differently when your mind is open? Getting to know the realms. They are our habits, emotions, and actions. We may have heard of the realm of hungry ghosts, the realm of gods, or the realm of demons, but let's understand it more simply. A realm is, in fact, our own habits, emotions, desires, and actions. Various beings, whether they are hungry ghosts, gods, demons, spirits, or monsters, are not as far away from us as we think. They connect with us, and when we connect with the energy of a certain realm, we will have habits and behaviors that reflect that realm without realizing it. The realm of gods or angels, happiness that can become boredom. Let's start with the realm of gods or angels, which has many levels. This realm mostly presents advice in a good way and is full of happiness and lightness. But there are many hidden aspects to it as well. Although this realm is truly happy, if we don't continue to develop ourselves, we will get stuck in the trap of happiness to the point of boredom, because happiness is so overflowing that we don't feel happy at the level we're at anymore. When we reach that point, there are two choices: find more happiness, or make ourselves the opposite of happiness, to find something new which might lead to a different path. The realm of demons or monsters, the destructive path without righteousness. The realm of demons or monsters is the opposite pole of the realm of gods or angels. People who are stuck in this realm are often hot-headed, don't listen to anyone, and use the power we have, no matter what it is, to satisfy our own desires, without considering what is right. Simply put, these people are on the destructive path. No matter what the thought level is, if it leads to harming others, that is the energy of the realm of demons or monsters. The realm of ghosts, lost, lazy, and self-downgrading. And another important realm is the realm of ghosts. People who are stuck in this realm often don't find a way out of life, because in this realm, if we don't have help or don't protect our minds, we will get lost, like a spirit wandering around aimlessly. People in this realm are often lazy, don't really want to think about self-improvement, and the worst part is that they might downgrade themselves into drug addiction or other intoxicating things. Choose the realm in your mind. You are the creator of your experience. The truth is, everyone on this planet has been through many realms and many dimensions before, whether it's a god, an angel, an animal, or even a hungry ghost. Everything depends on what spiritual essence has gone through in the past, and those experiences from the past will fuse into our habits and nature in the present without us knowing. In the end, you are the one who chooses the realm in your mind. And once you choose, the level of that realm will create experiences for you. Most importantly, don't forget that your mind must be strong. And the spiritual practice methods I've mentioned in previous episodes will help you be strong enough to choose the realm you want to be in. So, what about you? What realm do you think your mind is connected to right now? And what kind of realm do you want to choose to create your life's experiences from now on? Subscribe so you don't miss our new videos, and we'll explore the world of spirituality together. Hello everyone! Welcome back to our journey exploring the inner world and the profound universe of the Life Code. In the previous episode, we unlocked the secret of what humans are in nature and why we are the most revered beings in the universe. But today, we're taking you to explore a question that many have wondered about their entire lives. Where do we go after we die? The afterlife, going to where we prefer, isn't just about happiness. Where do you think we go after we die? Take a moment to think. Tick-tock. The answer is incredibly simple. Have you ever heard the saying, "Go to where you prefer"? That's right. It's an amazing truth because when we die, we really do go to where we prefer. But the phrase "go to where you prefer" doesn't mean every path is happy. The where we prefer I'm talking about is what our mind likes to cling to, what we believe in, and what we are thinking and feeling in our final moments. Our mind will flow towards that, creating different realms as a result. No lingering soul status, only an immediate transition to realms. A crucial thing you need to understand is that every time we die, we are reborn immediately. There is no status of a lingering soul. There are no wandering spirits waiting. There is only an immediate transition to a realm. And don't misunderstand that ghosts are souls that haven't been reborn. They have been reborn. They are ghosts in the Dost realm, which is one of the realms where birth differs. The Ghost realm, a confined mental space full of lessons. The Ghost realm is the easiest realm to be born into, as we can just appear as a being. But this realm has a special characteristic. There is nothing. There's only our mental space and situations we have been through. While we remember everything, we can't go anywhere freely. We can only go to the events we have experienced. But this realm isn't entirely empty, because this realm serves to sort souls. Other realms are also interested in this one, as souls tend to be born in this realm the most, even if the souls in this realm can't do much other than communicate. Belief and guidance in the realm of learning. At the same time, for those who hold on to different beliefs, those beliefs will come to guide their minds. What you believe in will come to you. What kind of person you are, that person will come to you for learning and correcting mistakes. You will meet yourself, who will guide you. And the world in the ghost realm has no time. That's why we don't understand what ghosts are trying to communicate to us. Ghosts can go to any time they have experienced. They can go and whisper to their younger selves or to someone they knew as a child. But it's another matter if that person can interpret the frequency. And those who have died can easily get stuck in the trap of this realm because this realm is the easiest to hold grudges, the easiest to follow, and the freest. It all depends on what kind of karmic path each soul has. So, have you ever wondered about the afterlife? And what kind of realm do you think the beliefs you hold will guide your mind to? The hungry ghost realm, when desire becomes a binding. The hungry ghost realm is the next easiest realm to be born into after the ghost realm. The cause of being born in this realm is desire, which is the last emotion we have when we die. When the mind clings to a strong desire, whether it's the desire to eat, to get, or to have, the hungry ghost realm appears so the mind can devour to its heart's content what it clings to. But the phrase "to its heart's content" here doesn't mean happiness. This realm doesn't care about much else. It's just a cycle of devouring and craving endlessly. The energy of hunger, a vibration in the universe. What's interesting is that the energy of this realm, which is hunger, is sent out as an energy frequency that can astonishingly connect with other living beings in the universe. Imagine this: when a hungry ghost is so hungry that its stomach is about to burst or has an intense craving for food, this energy frequency will be communicated to those who are starving or even to normal people who are hungry. They can feel this vibration. It is sent to every life as a karmic force that cycles according to desires. The souls in this realm will be stuck in a loop of hunger and desire until they realize it and find a way to be reborn, which is the only way to break free from this cycle. From hungry ghost to animal, the cycle of spiritual restoration. And when a soul that was in the hungry ghost realm gets a chance to be reborn, they are most likely to be reborn in the animal realm. This might sound like a downgrade, but in reality, being stuck in the hungry ghost realm is like having our consciousness greatly reduced. The soul therefore needs new restoration, a need to learn anew, to develop again through living in a different realm. The ultimate goal: unlimited spiritual development. But I'll tell you this, no method is wrong, because in the end, the strongest person is the one who has passed through the most realms and has developed their soul to what level. That is the ultimate goal of the universal system, which is designed for every soul to learn, grow, and evolve endlessly. What about you? Have you ever felt an endless desire in your life? And how do you think understanding the hungry ghost realm can help you become aware of the energy of desire and manage it? The animal realm, the classroom of spiritual restoration. After a soul may have been stuck in a realm where their consciousness was greatly reduced, such as in the hungry ghost realm, in this realm, our minds get to go back and learn the basics from the beginning in order to build up enough mindful power to be reborn in a higher realm. Being born in this realm is truly according to each soul's karmic force. It depends on the karma of what each person will be born as. Some souls may be born into a difficult life, having to fight to survive in the wild, or being in a cycle of wild animals that must hunt to survive. Or some souls may be lucky enough to be pets who live a comfortable life. But no matter what their status, every life in this realm has to face being stuck in a low-level consciousness. There are only the basic structures for existence: eating, sleeping, reproducing, and dying. The soul will cycle in this loop over and over until the soul develops to a certain point. Being born as an animal is training the mind to return to basic instincts, free from the complexity of created thoughts. This helps the mind restore the purity and mindful power it has lost. But the great advantage of this realm is that if a soul can unlock it, meaning they can truly learn and understand the basic lessons of existence, then they will have more freedom in their choice of where to be reborn next, depending on what their mind chooses at that moment. This is an amazing process of evolution that nature has arranged for every soul to learn, grow, and transcend their own limitations to reach a limitless potential. What about you? Have you ever observed the lives of the animals around you? And what basic lessons do you think we as humans can learn from their existence to help restore our own minds? The power to choose. The mind defines the realm. The question many have wondered about is, who chooses which realm we are reborn into? The answer is very simple and powerful. It's all up to us to choose. If your mind thinks positively and has positive energy, you will be attracted to and be born into a higher realm, into a more prosperous and comfortable state. But if your mind thinks negatively and has negative energy, you will be born into a lower place, into a more difficult state, or a place to learn more intense lessons. This is a simple idea for living that many people overlook. Whatever you want to be, you must start by thinking that way. Whatever you want to choose, you must set that as your goal. The key principle: don't harm anyone. But above all, there is a key principle you must always hold on to. Don't harm anyone, whether it's in body, speech, or mind. This is the easiest way to cut karma. When you don't harm anyone, you are stopping the creation of new negative karmic cycles, while also opening up space for your mind to grow and develop in the direction you want, freely.
Living by this simple principle will give you the power to truly define your soul's path, not only in this lifetime, but in every realm in the future. What about you? Are you ready to use this power of choice to define the direction of your mind and create the future you desire?
Subscribe so you don't miss our new videos, and we'll explore the world of spirituality together. Hello everyone, welcome back to our journey exploring the inner world and the profound universe of the life code. In our previous episode, we talked about the realms where a soul learns and restores itself, but today we'll take you to get to know realms that are more difficult to be born into and are filled with power that has chosen a different path, the demon and monster realm. The demon and monster realm, when power chooses a dark path. The demon and monster realm is a realm that is next in difficulty to be born into, and the souls that are born into this realm are mostly quite strong. The cycle that leads these souls to be born in this realm is destruction, harm, and various negative actions. The reason is simply that their minds are strong, but they choose to walk on a dark path, not a path of light. That's all there is to it. The gods of darkness, devouring negative emotions. This demon or monster realm is actually quite similar to heaven. The demons and monsters are truly gods, but they are on the dark side. They constantly devour our negative emotions, which are sent down in the form of frequency waves, whether it's anger, hatred, jealousy, or sadness. These emotions become their source of energy. The demons and monsters will do this and that, creating situations that provoke negative emotions in humans, so that those minds send negative frequencies down to nourish them. But in the end, the minds that are demons don't progress. They get stuck in the fun of seeing others enter the dark side, dwelling in the same old cycle without moving beyond or learning for the elevation of their spirituality. The two poles of nature, the reason for the downgrade. This demon and monster realm is therefore a key agent that causes other realms to be downgraded with the negative energy they radiate to other dimensions. The reason for that is only one word: nature. Nature always consists of two poles, whether it's negative-positive, white-black, good-evil. These are a part of the universal balance, so that every soul has the opportunity to choose its own path, to learn and grow through both light and darkness, to fully understand the essence of nature. What about you? Have you ever felt negative energy affecting your life? And how do you think understanding the role of the demon and monster realm can help you become aware and choose the path of light for the development of your soul? The two poles of the realms, heaven and hell. To make it easier to understand, let's try to view all the realms in this universe as two major poles. The realm that creates happiness is heaven. A realm that creates suffering is hell. The realms we talked about in the previous episodes, whether it's the demon realm, the hungry ghost realm, the ghost realm, or the animal realm, are all realms that create different forms of suffering. True hell, a consequence of belief and karma. But true hell does exist, and it can happen if the soul truly believes in it. Do you remember the key principle we often talk about? What a person believes, they will go to. Similarly, for a soul to descend into hell realm, it mostly happens because of religion. You might wonder how they are related. That's because the hell and heaven of each religion are different. And what's amazing is that no religion is wrong, because dimensions overlap into infinity. Everything in this universe is a choice that a soul can make according to its own vibration and belief. For the most part, the souls that go to hell realm are those who are involved with karma that is tied to different religions. The final mind, the gateway to the hell realm. Imagine this: in the final moments before death, a person who has done a lot of evil comes to repent because of the fear of death. And in that moment, their brain commands them to think of the image of hell that they have heard or believed since childhood. In that very second, the mind will flow on its own, sinking into the hell realm, just as they had imagined. It's like a self-attraction into the frequency of suffering that they themselves created from their beliefs and past actions.
This is the complexity and wonder of the universe, where everything is connected to our own minds. What about you? How do you think belief influences the path of the mind after death? And what kind of beliefs will you choose to create in your life to guide your mind to the realm you desire? The heaven realm, a multidimensional state of happiness. The heaven realm is also subdivided into many dimensions, from the levels of angels and celestial beings to gods, each existing in different dimensions. Some dimensions can be visited freely. This is to give you a big picture of what it's like if your state of mind is in the heaven realm. Life there is full of happiness, joy, and peace of mind. The trap of happiness, when the mind doesn't develop. But as I said in the beginning, if we get stuck in happiness, it can become a trap. When the mind is immersed only in comfort and happiness, without facing challenges or learning new lessons, the mind will also not develop, which contradicts the ultimate goal of the universal system designed for the soul to grow and evolve without stopping. Your higher self and the power of connection. But on the other hand, what's amazing is that most of our higher selves reside in this heaven realm. Have you ever thought that you might have been a god before? Have you ever wondered why in some situations you got through unharmed, as if something was protecting you? You might laugh and say, "You're crazy," but I'll tell you that everything is an energy connection. The truth is, you might have been that god, and your soul remembers. That's why you feel a sense of familiarity or get through some situations as if you have a special power. But the most important thing is, what is the level of your mind right now? And is your craziness preventing you from living your daily life? If these beliefs and feelings don't cause you trouble, but instead empower you to understand yourself and the universe more, then that is the true discovery. The God realm, when humans unlock their highest potential. The God realm is something that is completely beyond imagination. To make it as easy to understand as possible, imagine that this is a realm that is similar to humans who have unlocked their highest potential by using extreme advancements in technology and wisdom. They have transcended every limitation that modern humans are still stuck in, such as transcending death, not having to face the end of life in the way we understand it. Transcending form, being able to change or exist in various forms of energy without physical limitations. Transcending war and harm, there is no fighting, conflict, or hurting one another because they understand the connection of all things. Transcending the cycle of birth and death, completely breaking free from the cycle of reincarnation. Completely transcending the third and fourth dimensions. They can travel between dimensions freely, understanding and controlling reality on a higher level. Can you imagine how great the power and freedom are in this realm? Different happiness and responsibilities. Of course, when the level of spiritual development differs like this, the happiness in each level of the God realm will also differ enormously. It's not just basic physical or mental happiness, but a deep and subtle happiness at a spiritual level. And similarly, their responsibilities will also differ. They may have a role in taking care of the balance of the universe, being creators, or being guides for the evolution of souls in various realms, which is a greater and more subtle responsibility than we can imagine right now. This is a picture of the limitless potential that our souls can develop to. What about you? How do you feel knowing that this is one of the highest points our species can reach? And what do you think we can do to start transcending the limitations in our daily lives to prepare for such a great journey?